Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry with
JayArr.
We're from Bell of Lost Souls, and today we have 10 things you need to know about in Codex Orks.
Codex Orks rolls out the green tide, bringing with it a wave of new units, new changes, new stratagems, relics, and more.
That's right, there's a bunch of new updates, and I can't wait to show them off, so let's dive on in.
Yeah.
First things first, what's not in the Codex? There's a lot of units in the Codex that are no longer around. All of the X on a bike units are now gone. There's no longer a war boss on a bike, a pain bike on a bike, or a big mech on a bike.
Big guns are also gone. Now there's only mech guns.
The WARTRIKE, Scorches, and Buggies are also no longer in the Codex.
In their place, 6 new Ork vehicles. Let's take you through them.
First up is the DEFFKILLA WARTRIKE.
This is the HQ of choice for all you speed freaks out there, with Speedwa enabling nearby vehicles to advance and charge at the same time, and a fuel mixagrat to make sure that it can keep up with the rest of your vehicles. This is the anchor for any kind of mobile vehicle army.
And moving 14 inches and swinging with a BS of 5 and a weapon skill of 2 up, it's going to be able to sneak into enemy lines because it only has 8 wounds.
So you can protect it with any other nearby units. And like any good Ork vehicle, it explodes. Next up, we have the custom BOOSTA-BLASTAs.
The custom BOOSTA-BLASTA boasts one of the meanest exhausts in the game. The burner exhaust is an assault D3 shot that auto hits its target within 8 inches. However, this bad boy is equipped with 4 of those. That's right, folks, it's going to be shooting 4 D3 assault shots at 8 inches range. Don't get close or you might get burned.
And if that's not enough for you, its rivet cannon is excellent at taking out heavy infantry and light vehicles with a strength 7, AP -2, and 2 damage per shot, and a 36-inch range. You'll be laying the hurt down long before you get up close to your target to burn them out. Next up, we have the SHOKKJUMP DRAGSTA with its custom shock rifle and shock tunnel abilities. The custom shock rifle might be one of the deadliest weapons in the Ork arsenal because it hits on a 3+ thanks to the Grot Gunner and targeting squig, adding 2 to this Dragsta's ballistic skill of 5. And the shock tunnel means that if you roll a 4 or more when advancing with this model, you can remove it from play and instead set it up anywhere on the map within or outside of 9 inches of enemy models. After you've made your jump, roll a d6 because jumping through the warps is hazardous. On a 4 up, you take a mortal wound.
The BOOMDAKKA SNAZZWAGON's another 12-inch move buggy. This bad boy's got a toughness of 6 with 8 wounds, with 4 attacks in close combat with its weapon skill of 4 and its BS of 5. It's rocking quite a few guns. The mech special, for instance, is a 24-inch range, assault 9, strength 5, AP -2, damage 1 weapon. It also comes equipped with burner bottles, which are a 2d6 grenade attack. Thankfully, it has the ability called riding shotgun. When this model shoots, it can throw a grenade and shoot with its pistols, in addition to any other weapons. When it's moving down the field, it also has billing fumes, which subtracts 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with ranged weapons that target this model. On top of that, just like any Ork vehicle, it also explodes, this time on a 4-up. Units within D6 inches suffer D3 mortal wounds.
We all know that you don't need wings to fly, and the MEGATRAKK SCRAPJETs are living proof of that. Moving 10 inches with a weapon skill of 4, strength 6, 9 wounds and 4 attacks, these vehicles are a close combat beast, rolling in with their nose drill that hits at strength 8, AP -2, and does D3 damage per attack. They also have the spiked ram ability, which means that anytime you charge an enemy unit on a 4-up on a D6 roll, deal D3 mortal wounds to the unit you've targeted. And if its close combat weapons aren't enough, it's got a rocket cannon and twin big shooter that lay out some heavy firepower if you can manage to land a hit. Finally, if you find yourself beset with other vehicles, the MEGATRAKK SCRAPJET hasn't forgotten that it used to be a fighter jet because it has wing missiles that will lock onto enemy vehicles and hit at ballistic skill of 4 instead.
The RUKKATRUKK SQUIGBUGGYs are pretty deadly thanks to their heavy loadout of squigs. The heavy squig launcher has 3 different options when attacking. First up is the BoLS, which has a 36-inch range, assault 2d6 shots, and wounds on a 4-up unless it's targeting a vehicle or a Titanic unit, in which case it wounds on a 6-up. Then we have the BITY, another 36 range shot, assault 2, strength 5, AP -3, and 2 damage a pop. And then lastly we have the BOOMSQUIG, which is a 36-inch range, assault 2d3 shots, with strength 6, -1 AP, and D3 damage. Watch out for that heavy squig launcher. When shooting that heavy squig launcher, also keep in mind it's equipped with a Grot Gunner who adds 1 to hit rolls for this attacks, meaning that BS 5 becomes a 4-up to hit with the heavy squig launcher.
The squig launcher follows up and is much the same as the heavy squig launcher, except everything has half the number of shots because it's only firing 1 squig at a time. And once per game, the RUKKATRUKK SQUIGBUGGY can deploy a squig mine, which is a mine that you can lay out within 1 inches of the vehicle and away from more than 3 inches away from enemy models. The squig mine doesn't count as a model and can never be detonated until any unit, friend or foe, moves within 3 inches of it. At that point, the mine detonates. When the mine detonates, roll a d6. On a 2 to 3, it inflicts 1 mortal wound to the unit that set it off. On a 4 or 5, it inflicts d3 mortal wounds to the detonating unit. And on a 6 up, it inflicts 3 mortal wounds on the unit that detonated it. The squig mine is then removed from the battlefield because it's gone. It blew up.
Number 8, our favorite Orc clan cultures. The Death Skulls are our favorite one with the Lucky Blue Git special rule. First off, all models with this culture have a 6-up invulnerable save. On top of that, you can reroll a single hit roll, wound roll, or a damage roll for each unit that has this culture anytime it shoots or fights. If that's not enough for you, in addition, every infantry unit with this culture also gains the This Is Ours Zog Off ability. That means they score.
We're also pretty big fans of the Evil Sons because, as we all know, we've got to go fast, and the Evil Sons are the fastest. You add 1 to the move characteristic of any model that has the Red Ones Go Faster characteristic, or 2 if it's a speed freak. Add 1 to advance and charge rolls, take note you SHOKKJUMP DRAGSTA pilots, and models with this culture never suffer the penalty to their hit rolls for advancing and firing assault weapons.
And last but certainly not least is the Freebooters Competitive Streak. This ability allows you to add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made by models with this culture, as long as any other friendly unit with this culture within 24 inches had destroyed an enemy unit this phase. That is some powerful DACA. Number 9, our favorite Orc, Shiny Gubbins, aka Relics.
For my money, you can't beat DEFFKILLA Claw. This is a Power Claw relic that replaces a normal Power Claw and instead gives you normal times 2 strength and AP minus 3, but it deals 3 damage and doesn't suffer any penalty to hit. In fact, you can re-roll wound rolls for attacks you roll with this weapon.
Res Mecha's Redder Armor is my personal favorite for Evil Sons models only. This allows you to add another 1 to a move characteristic of a transport while the bearer is embarked within it. On top of that, if the bearer is embarked, then at the start of your movement phase, roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 1 inch of that transport. On a 4-up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Number 10, our favorite Orc Warlord traits.
It doesn't get any orkier than Might is Right. This is the generic Warlord trait that adds +1 to your Warlord strength and attacks. Might is Right is better in every way than the Goff's Warlord trait, Proper Killy.
Proper Killy only adds 1 to your Warlord's attack characteristic and doesn't give you the strength bonus. So why would you ever take that? Because you're forced to, or your name is Gosgulthrok.
No strength 7 for you, guys. No strength 7 for you.
Our next favorite one is Big Killaboss. This adds 1 to wound rolls for your Warlord's attacks that target a vehicle or monstrous unit. Combine that with the Killa Claw,
and you'll have no trouble at all bringing down the biggest and baddest boys that face you on the tabletop.
Well, that was 10 things that you need to know about in Codex Orks.
We know that wasn't technically 10, but orcs can't count anyway, so...
I'm AdamHarry.
I'm JayArr.
We're from BoLS Souls.
Thanks for watching.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.